Usu ye weni da so ye warehemu se. Yenge ja wo soro. Ade biara da ose omma ye aduan enia. Ne dey fide erintu ye no. Nkoma de papa bi erinchi ye. Eti nya reshem nya ni da so se. You enema mo ayeden. You uyo bi oyo panyin. You uyo bi a wakoto abangbonde ibe. Esu bepe me ne sika na kem emaye. Nya reshem nya ni da so. Menu ye uwo nkwan na wade. Bible say yenwu ye anase mpanyi ka se mi se yenwu ne ochena yenim nya yebenya. Nya ni da so wate. Mpanyi sa chanso emu ye. Eni da so ni se ubenya reshem wankasa ubeja tum si you utia se ochena ebeye nti ma wa bemummo imma wa bemummo wate ma wa bemummo kra nyandi da so se ochena ebeye mpo se ne ade ache wi se beye 001 se beye 100 se beye 010 mpo a me pacho mpo se gari eno bedia pacho nyandi da so ebeye nya ho bone nku esanse yanga ja wosoro no obehwe wate ewom se bia odi utumi wapone ho bi e de amani pa bi se onye biribi ma wo nipa ne nyeye menua onua eja isra nya ho bone nya me behwe ye wate eyi ni mi nkra se kakra bia na no pe metumi e de ama ho eti ma nyina yeso baya woke woje baya ye jano wosoro no ye ni benante o ekewo manyenyu masako ni jela basirfu wonyumbi se bominante na ni minko mi je nkwa yesu e bominante na ni minko mi ran yesu e bominante na ni minko bominante na ni minko mi yabofra nso ewrade behwe mi so mo ni benante o eti mi se ma nyina yesu ma wa kwa basoro nkon this one so warning we produce it my goodness and I do one muscle be a nyom no se e chekra no be yaba this one so warning why you not in the bio it's Ghana for me mama chain yes to me live for Facebook I power 979 any TV XYZ Ghana very jare hono about chow prepare no ma activate phone lines no now so the wadwen chiraba but in the meantime no Kwejo Funday on the Botella the Iron Boy nipa benu wanga betina say enche kra no cross over to Studio B na yenga ko na wong ede agrodi mun sem sports news abre na no pay esan se eyade se ukopem wo paria Olympic Games no if you see honum o manga na yebetimi anya medal ibia na announce be asem di down na African po ebeko yana ana still ebeko abrofo ni njen entemere njare hono mami cross over to Studio B na mi nuanu benu akwa ba yay te lovely kwangso she bebe surunkubi nene mranti benu atnase kojo fandi akra ebotela di ayombo aseho na ebusafo bebe aboko
nyame adom enye kra yigirim say aye didindi
for God and country yes unim senia mani je senia o respond yes enye kra yiginem nyankopon atiase ye wani da so ye wa resum se bibia be ye ebekoyi
but na eye utu ngofo bifo bebre na say Fridays intufo
na Fridays
so na Friday
oh adenti
Friday
oh adenti
and there Friday weekend akra
efuto e sha say for Monday
Monday to Thursday
Friday to Sunday
we jama
na say boys be say group
be yo hu bi
Friday bojaye.
Bojaye wo. Yentufu wo. All right, ebusafu mu nso ma me ne yenko.
All right, Akora Kofi Darko etime pie kwan na semraso sagure mu sia bobo no se Dwaboase sports no yemfa MSomo ewo TV XY na power 97.9 FM 7 no de doors ne di kan edit no and e be come on so wetimi enya bi at 7 de be kopie mu Paris 2024 France na kopie mu team Ghana enso e cap semben and e koso ho no de hu semina enso e be pie mu ewo Kumase Asante Kotowesi ade o chema new project kra adakoja ache o ma hyase e di project for kra e hyese ho sem no e kra na hats of work and dra Coach Abubakar Watara etimi press relief bi enso hono ma yedum sem no enna enso ma kama enso wa ba kopie mu elmo Daniel Kofi Chirega na Brant esi ada Brant no okopie mu el Friday na sanso akwakonya ho inju ho sem no ekrakwa na for transfer windows no e de ho sem nyina enso people nemo channel so said Dovita Heva Clinic komo ene ebo echido ma na no pay atena se na yede agude mu sem no enso bro na Dovita se menka cho se oyo obi a ade se omoja no mo efin na ma ehonamani sansa enso ba honamani de na de kopie mu hono ma omo herbal medicines no ade se onya bi na no ma beboa cleanse blood vessels ni na enso edi amana afa so ye bema untimi emma mu sexual weakness or sexual libido no ni nyina ofema ade so kopie mu Dovita Heva Clinica ombetimi aboa ma bibia enso esisi na akwam kama wapo nyina ebe su kama ya fa ba no chronic diseases na ya ade se ban kidney stones kidney problems na no okopie mu ho no ombetimi aboa mema no so prostate cancer prostate enlargement okopie mu stomach ulcer nyina ade se omohwe no mutimi eso ano enso edema kama no Dovita Heva Clinic open a check and so kopie mu awoshi elan ho no ma taxi station ho no ma eho ano omwo obetimi afrom enso ewo 0246 26 5313 and afa so kopie mu dom chewa from no wenya mia obetimi a WhatsApp e na do nsem nyina enso egwore se 020 55s 886 Dovita Heva Clinic or say ofrena bibia ebetimi akonkan enso edi amana afehie no so say Roger Emmanuel the sports monarch and afekofia brante ebo echidom say produce na yatrase na no pay den 7 brown din amejis one the prince himself F to the A and DY find the many
ebo Taylor yen shagure nsem na ase na yen ko Paris eho en Olympic Games no ma shase a ball games no air course ball games na air course no football and rugby and air course na that Tuesday no for mema no omo de omo football no air course sanso and rugby nso no etumi eto so and round so na mba no nso no de omo football no so eto so na wonim se Ghana ye athletes ewo ho a mo hwe se bibia bekosie na medal bia metumi age ede abre Ghana na way and Ghana's ambassador to France mame an din the Miss Anna Bossman otumi epiemu Games Village o Paris na okosra emrantia ni mbawa na omuhwe so metumi ati Ghana nim na okọ ho no o den sem kakra etudwa na oka chi omu ni se omumba mohomoden na omutumi enye preparation ye na medal bi o ho a omutumi nje na omunti Ghana nim yenti ensem Miss Anna Bossman editudwa.
It's been the discipline that you are in, all but because it's not easy. I've been speaking to some of my colleague ambassadors, and they've been telling me that yes, our team, we've got 100, we've got 300, we've got 600. They thought that they were going to make me feel like this. I said, yeah, I've got a small team, but watch them, you know. So as I say, it is not the size that matters. The size matters because we have more people to be more disciplined.
We some Miss Anna Bossman or the etudwa na wonim say opening ceremony no Olympic Games no officially and there na air no for the first time in the history of Olympic Games omunye ewo stadium in Sioso and omobeye into no ono omuhwe se bibia ebakosu na mpenifo eka se athlete ombetumi erem enu 10,500 athletes and ombetumi erem na France for omutumi compete no omuye 571 eno na omuye French athlete omusu no omu compete enso ewo ho entino sabepe na eba delegation na se countries are omudi one athlete per pepe ekona ebi etise Belize eka ho bi Liechtenstein eka ho bi sans na Somalia na Tuvalu we na eye countries a omudi one athlete pe na omudi compete and there ye be say for the first time in the history of the Olympic Games no eye omo ye ewo ensio so omo nye ewo stadium etu sabe pe na ekoso we so na be the biggest eye production in the history of Olympics wo emra eye Olympics no etumi a starting to the sabe pe na ende ekoso ewo France ni ye hwe nim se bibia ebekoso ye enso ewo ho na yemfa endra matches a ekoso no emfa emam dia results no say NCT we emma no omo matches omo boy no say na results no etumi NCT Canada etumi etina ho echi New Zealand ebom eka mienu a omutumi etimu bako sanso na Spain enso echi Japan ebom eka mienu a omutumi etimu bako Germany enso etina ho echi Australia ebom eka miensa omutumi antimu sanso na Nigeria enso etina ho ema Brazil ebom eka bako a omutumi anti sanso na eye France enso eni Colombia enso sa match no France echi Colombia ebom eka miensa omutumi etimu mienu sanso na eye USA enso echi Zambia omso ebom eka miensa omutumi anti sabayepe na ekoso Olympic Games a ekoso ewo Paris France no
yen to aso ne fa se ane mepiem e man Ghana onum se nche e le betu dwa ese Paralympic eye team bi etimi ekopiem efro man Ghana ekopiem e Norway na ese semeba ene so kopiem Norway na ade so bia ebu na ketem edwane ensu edi Friday se yen hu bia ma ba ko omo coach na ne din e George Jemfi Jesse no ema apa coach no etimi ehwere ne nkwa enso ho na ba ko so etimi arrested ho sesem ebepie wo man Ghana ho bebrain na semeba ye ene se reporter de betu dwa echema address abranta owu ye coach and din George Jemfi owu ye no address kasa na busuafo no pedifo hye se na busuafo ne bi enko Norway na komo kokwe se body no na se dead body no mo de na report be da ho no se amna mo kopie mo ho no address busuafo na komo kokwe no matimi verify no magi body no de aba man Ghana mu no address mo so report to say address mo so mai dey etimi edwane enso efro na nsema ba en dey say dey George Jemfi ni nua Penny and the Felix Jemfi and so Felix Jesse and so Ed Abetu Dwa ono so echire mu say sansem ni nyina hudurada sep enye no credit say busuanom etimi ekopie o Norway omo so etimi adwane esanso so chema omo arrange san komo ko na komo etimi akofje munua no enso anase body no enso ede abo o man Ghana so no ni nua no yere no ana afi close friends bi anase close ebusuafo bi a omo etimi abo no etimi akogje so mo koye no omo face sep no entimi ankoye anfo bo mutanya de say omutimi ekokopie mu omukwakoje omunoma no ediaba na wom nhihye a mo ye ene se ombeko no ma ye nte se eye se ye be hye body no na kom enso no na kom de aba o man Ghana no mo da be ye ne se omo ye no apene krabia enso ho no nsem ana odi atoje to chema o se sansem no ehudura da sem ti se ada obia embontungu
Yemfi ho na yenko Kumasi Asante Kotoko onim se eba Ghana one of the biggest teams in the country no eno aye Kumasi Asante Kotoko na endra yete ho na omode ensem atu edwa se sisia no eye Adako Jache eye training complex ho no sisia no omu chenyi no kra ntino wo hwe o screen so a obehu style on person omu ye no sisia wo hwe eye pitches no edos ye pa be ye 6 pitches so na obehu se omu eye complex mini complex pitches ene ade bebre na training pitches no benya bi sanso na obetumi akọ 4 mini pitches eno eye pitches enketwa no unya eye 4 mini pitches na obetumi sanso enya housing unit enso eho na players no enso ebetumi adana sisi ano de phase 1 no oma hyase a omo ye phase 1 no ntino wo hwe o screen sa obehu se asem ho no oma start a eye omo dwu eho na eye phase 1 no so no omo start a omo tumi eye ho na modi atudwa se eye omo live patron and din e de otumfo osai to the second ono eno betumi afund project we a omo hwe se eye Kumasi Asante Kotoko omo jai eye omo start ye no omo tumi sisi ano different one krawe eye ultra modern training facility and a pitches are sisi Asante Kotoko say omuko new face of competition as omuko new face of football muno omuso ombenya ultra modern facility way no mutu etumi enya no mutumi a compete Africa and Ghana
Yefri Kumasi Asante Kotoko se ne kopiem ewo Ak rival glorious Accra Hearts of Folk entra coach Abubakar Watalam so no and head coach Edema Heart of Kendra Otimi Etnas and Central for Etimi Asia or the in Senkakra edit to the home and Otimi making official say a young goalkeeper son or money on Muye Juma a Richard a Atta and a rich one I Eric Ofori and Kino they see the Omuno Etimi a party ways and so on said official sa players no and a coach Abubakar Watalam and so Etimi to die at the 1 and so Emma come our turn as net was so and so at the air conference and I say a press release and also Etimi a buy and on coach Watalam Etimi and Senkakra edit to ja for last season in summer a course and has to vote for prayer relegation nan komo relegation prayers no chere problem ni nyina every bofa kwata no match omo boy e wafo no horses do sometimes am obo sama chi ni no and ma problems nyina e shas na problem no it no enye management and any omunya problem na e redeem the playing bodies na yo no any coach no technical team no any players na and problems no e wo mountain
after Bofokwa match when we play against Bofokwa at Wafa Park after that match we have problems start. The big problem. I don't want to expose that kind of the things here. It's internal. We have the internal problem. It's not about the board we manage with. It's about the playing body, the players and eyes. Then we are trying to solve it. Sometimes it's personal problems between the technical minds and the players, sometimes between the players themselves. And with that problem starts. And come more after summer test match. Before and after, some people accusing some people in the club out of the board in the management, but in the play body, that's the one major reason who the goalkeeper coach take off. When the problem is there, he facing it, some are facing them, he resign.
Coach Abubakar Wataro we no ana sanso to just say onu say e ba ne say na list bi e twabu say you have to vote for pay for na coach Watara etima saki plus bakumako 17 e dey free have to vote no na coach Watara e chewu say ono no list e kwa bontere nya de ono e dey list bi akoma management say ono omo enye adwuma.
All the list we are seeing is not from me, from never. We have the players who are at the end of the contract. It's normal to come and meet the MD to discuss about his contract. But before, I'll tell the MD, this guy, negotiate with him to rest or not. If I don't need to have that capacity to tell the player face to face, the reason why I don't need it. End of the season, we have some players who are coming, some players are going. The players are going up to now. Some of the players officially, I didn't tell him we are going or not. Because I need to have one-on-one discussion with some players to tell him the reason why I will maintain him or the reason why I don't need him to move. We have the players who have the contract. Maybe some of them can continue. Maybe some of them don't want to continue. I want to have a personal discussion, one against one, face to face.
All right, Coach Watara, we are no and sound so editor. So what it say? In Crawford Eka say a bano a player recruiter and I say to play and brady and say Odote and I feel I can be and I top players Edimo say no or catch there has to for fans in and I feel Ghana for you say and ya dear Sanko for no and the two players no a bad player say to play and I say player recruitment or no and you're fully in charge of it.
Certification, Alaja can be or honorable Odote don't make any recruitment. We have your policy of your recruitment. It's my target. I make a scouting. I make the research. I look the boy on the game, the Premier League. I look him more than 3, 4, 5 matches. If he repeating the same attitude, the same quality, because you can get some player, can make you good things on only one match. The following match is. You understand? When I finish, I discuss with the boy. I call you, we meet. I ask you, I tell you my plans, my game plans, the reason why I need you to come and play.
The Krano and Coach Watara edited just the next season, the plans are on a strong at the Mahatafug.
The next season, it's very simple. We are starting get a team. And we need to have a good team for the next season and play well and give the fashion and the spectacle, the good game for our fans who can follow that game. If we don't have a good game, don't expect any good result. We can play badly and win. We can play well and lose. Everything is hard, but we are trying to get a good team for the next season. But for the next season, we need to play well, to do well, more than the past season, that position. Every time we are struggling to escape the relegation.
And no, Sema coach Abubakar Atara Edituja.
Yanko a local transfer news na yenhwe ne ekoso teams omoton na omoto na omodo muti players ni malo ni ade de na yanko na yenhwe ne ekoso e ho dia na ye gina House of Folk akacha isi an goalkeeper the Eddie Benjamin Asare isi an officially House of Folk etumi atona omotumi aman 2 years contract enso e ho entino end contract no mienu anase 2 years and omde amano mo hwese bibia bekosie enso edi amano sanso ena media masoka club omo left back at the Abde Abdul Fatah Hamidu sisi ano no so werem enso ewo Egypt atiman din ede Gazi El Mahala ho ena no so wetimi akopia do so hwese bibia bekosie enso edi amano sanso ena branti at din edi Ibrahim La ono so sisi ano ono so wetimi assign enso edi ama inso atremana 2 years contract and also was signing and so edi ama inso atreman tinwe local transfer news kakra no so no ye wo
Yen too far say be fun ho ni kopiem almo ni ensem kopiem Liverpool, you will never walk alone. No, and they said head coach papa and the thing at Aaron Slot and so any second cry at Atuja F a strategy sin on besi on bekono a transfer window you say me.
I think I said before that the first aim is to work with these players, and of course it's a disadvantage that many of them are not here yet. So and then I mean the players that are already under contract. The positives about that is that it's I think you know better than me that it's an important lifeline of the club that youngsters come into the team as well. So it's an ideal way of seeing them in these weeks where they get a lot of playing time as well. And yet the standards are really high when it comes to bringing in new players because we have such a good team and such a good squad. So, of course, Richard and me and other people as well are trying to improve the squad where possible, but that's not that easy because we have so many good players yet.
And I am my head coach at my Liverpool, Aaron Slot, and so Eddie Tujaro, Yeron, I could pay more Arsenal, and so the only different about Qua, the Dean Eddie Julian Tipano, on Eddie Selka cry Eddie Tuja, Eddie Honsem, and Mauchemo say going to next season, say Arsenal for a day some of your agency on some trophies we bread. I was going to this game, no, I'm very perfect, and so I'm game BM.
Yeah, well, you said almost perfect. So in this season, we need to make it perfect. Hopefully, we're going to end up with some prizes at the end of the season. Let's see. We start from here in America. Some nice games ahead, and from there we go.
Eno sema player no enso Edituja.
Yanko aye Daniel Kofi enso na kache. We say last season na aye branch din e Daniel Kofi na injury kakra ha no. Entino aye ne club side no wentumi amowebre. Sanso e na Oba Black Stars no so no wentumi an start ambo matches bebre na. We e na I say ye call preseason mu no na ase ne ho aton kakra o chance e started training e wo Germany club din e de Freiburg na we e na preseason no omu komu na e na ne injury no so starti biemo asisia no uba ni kotodwe ho no ase mudu don kakranti sia no omukọ na omtumi akoye no surgery biom enti no season wey ye be hu se eye abranted din e Daniel Kofi wasanso obesity baka ye hun bebre na so ewo season wey a ye be rem sa bepe na ekọ Daniel Kofi no so na kache na wokọ eye French side omudin edi bodo a odim se omo no for the past 15 years no oba eye French football mu a amabọ humodin ye pa nanso sisi ano omo de abetuja se eye professional license a omo wo ewo football mo no sisi ano omo de nyina eto esan se wo ba football mo na se wo back omo cloud mo a sisi ano eye sika sempan de ɔmo sikasɛm ɛnkɔ yie san so ɛna ɔmo nka ɔmo try sɛ anka ɔmo tɔn ɛyɛ ɔmo team no na ɛde ama ɛyɛ FSG ɛno ɔmo ba Liverpool a ɔmo nso ɛwɔ shares wɔm paa na ɔno nso no ɔmo start sɛ ɔmo de ɔmo kasa na ne nyinaa ɛnso ankɔ yie a mo ntumi antɔ ɛyɛ club no titisia no woba ɛyɛ Bodo a ɔmo sikasɛm ɛnyɛ san so ɛna ɔmo demote ɔmo ɛde akɔ the 3rd division ɛnti no ɔmo sikasɛm ɛnyɛ no ɛyɛ ɔmo training complex san so ɛna ɔmo academy ɔmo wɔ ne nyinaa no titisia no ɔmo gu ne nyinaa nti team nankasa no professionally ɔmo gu team no team na your friend Bodo sisia no eni ho biom sa pepepe na ekoso enso ewo Bodo enso akachi ade bomu enso ede emamu
yefa ba komienu we ento yesere na kopie na se ben abranta otina e friend Ben White enso ede se kakra ede abeto ja isi one shot se chema obetimi aye U10 wa bepiem England national team isanse isi ade kopie da coach Gary Southgate ade isi ade we free on se ade coach Gary Southgate e free on one shot be sa ade ne ho biem obepiem enso ewo eye England national team no ensensem ne kopie mu Manchester United for the Manchester United for echebe isi ade omo ni Inter Milan for edin ko say Aaron Wan Bissaka no omone no omode da kwakoye swapping enso e wo Liverpool and I say kwakoye swapping e wo Italy dia na say omo player the din e the Benzel and so omo kwa na Denzel and omo ko no omone na kwakoye swapping no so be si akan enso e de amomo ti say ha ana me kwa na say gude mu say boabo no ene anope no ye de hu nsem nyina enso ebe si na say ye hye so say Roger Emmanuel the sportsman Kofi Abrantie ebo echi don say produce na ye tena se anope ye de nsem no ebro no ye din I just wanted the prince himself F to the A and Y Fundy mene
ebo Taylor but ye ko no mame kai Barcelona for kan kire mo say ya Abrantie Barcelona for pe no friend Danny Omo no I'll be Leipzig say yan kan kire mo say sika no mo ko no mo say Barcelona for nye serious no tamunjai Danny Omo no tilechi no.
All right, we don't say Taylor on Prince Fundy and over the sports news no Brian Ugusutie or Power 97.9 FM share live for TVXYZ Facebook Power 979 and TVXYZ Ghana and check you cross over to the Northern Regional Capital Tamale Honumuna Minua Kwame Nkani team no almost stand by and then Honumuna edit to San Befia Bremonano paying. But in the meantime, you know, Mami Fasidan come a Roman Ridge Chinese Clinic. Obviously, me can't jump some more stroke and some irritating more wakuma diabetes. What you don't pay, we are. If I show them, me can't just say kidney impon irritating. She show one etrakwang. I will be a one ebutu our Roman Ridge one krangha. One any India High Commission on Indian share. But my phone was 054 64 50 672 and at 0556 121 863. When we hear Juma Mondays to Fridays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and on Saturdays and Sundays, you know, and also when we hear Juma 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Good morning to you at listakwabana.com and of course Janice or Beniwa.com. Lovely morning to you. Ghetto Boys for NDC. Musuma by Bumuaha, Yamawache. You're very sure Franco Trading Enterprise. Wamusemin Gancha Muse, one at the Samsung phone, Papa Abba Market. Wasang at the Nokia, and so I be iPhones are Papa. And also one that manufacture Abe Primo Franco for one a catch it. I don't know Benya Biato, Ewa Honum, and Yanun Guto Water or so Banya Smart TVs in so are ranging from 32 inches to 100 inches. Wasang Ewa Franco air conditioning so our Ewa Honum 1.5 horsepower and if a 2 horsepower and a 2.5. Wasang Etunton chest freezers and so and if refrigerators are run so Ubenya Biato Honum washing machines are home CCTV cameras so I bet me a well be monitor near my so Ewa Wumpotem send a bear crom for Wiam for one Timu Yadeng one more entimi Teto. Pacho benyo ni nyine bi ewo Franco Trading Enterprise. Franco Trading Enterprise won se min kan kire say wan atete won yema ne so ohamu nchichema aduanan 40% discount enti bo modern na hwehwe won ewo won digital platforms ahoro nyina so ana obetimi afra won ewo 055 593 3911 055 593 9311 and at 0246 422 338 0246 422 338 and I'll bet me share one. I'll bet me download one app no. I will Google Play Store and I say App Store. A Funko Trading app. Funko Trading ana. What's it still? Ufun papa ahife any honum. And just any me kan kind of. You better go to yenga buafun krato. Then after that, we'll cross over to the Northern Regional Capital. That is Tamale. Precisely. That's where my brother Kwaminka and then the rest of the team this morning will be bringing us the to Sansa segment of the Dwaboase Money Show. But Mami Fasidan Koma Solak Natural Clinic. Ose mi kan just say mo kidney, mo liver hu atochima. Awo hu ye dinga mamo infertility. Utina si kakra no behwe na unan na hono no. These are some of the things that Solak Natural Clinic omutumi ye hu ade. Laboratory services ahuru nyina bi no. Dr. Solomon on Dr. Mike obehwe se obetu asedi amount. And of course you can join them, the team Solak Natural Clinic any nurse if awomu ye juma wo hono nyina any doctor for no on the 5th of August 2024 ya yewumi the Apostolic Church Teshinungwa area men's movement omudi adwumadi bi behye so oba be church and prostate mun sensem and to join us on the 5th of August nefa adwumadi en hye so for dog was 055 939 2631 055 939 2631 Mami nyina yeso na minkoje mabu afun krato yaba cross over ni angako eye Northern Regional Capital Tamale twemi sesi ya mami nkoje abu afun krato All right, Uguso Tia Power 97.9 FM. And now you feed that. Kita unsabu so many that also a yedunu esia. Mede Akora Kofi Darko. A Dwaboase se na mede kan kan no. And yen acha yemu ebien. Enti miwa Accra hanom. And Akwaminka and the rest of the team no. I will Northern region. Atifidu mantema inkro. Eye tamalemu. Enti sabri ofa yen adusu no. Maminya mu na mintu sanfre mimianu ma wo mo atifidu mantem ho. Kwaminka na membisa se nimpom today. Na Kwame onfa tonton sansan no enfefri ho ifa mreye enne anope Kwam mimuache.
Thank you very much for joining us right here on Kesmi 107.1 now. So yeah, live for Power 97.9. Was also share live with TVXY the baby wobia. Me watch emo akwaba ye de dwumedie no every tamale and ebra. Wa oni mrienti ayawa. We're here because of the campaign launch of the NDC and moving into town. Clearly bibiada di pefe bibiada kwemo kama run at just of bear midnight mono na Empedifo, Omoye, and this Impedifono, and then Nam Kromkra Hodwa, Omoye community engagement, engaging the people of Tamale, talking to them, and then getting them to appreciate exactly what they are coming to do here in Tamale. So, another place, I you know, Ebesiako, Ebedi sound common wabra, Yebo Tonton Sansano pay. But me pass your mammy baby, I say you can share your thoughts with us on our various social media platforms. On Facebook, it's Power 979, TVXYZ Ghana, and then you can as well join us on Facebook on Kesmi 107.1. On the X Spaces, that's Twitter, you can join us on Kesmi_FM, and then as well on TuneIn Power 97.9 and Kesmi FM on TuneIn as well. So, I'm so glad to have my brother from another mother, Ogra Samohunto, joining me in the studios of Kesmi 107.1. Yebedika kasafa enoma yankasa yedi yenye hunu wabra yewura tamale. Enoma yankasa di aswate wabra yewura tamale. And then we can as well talk about the various developments that we've seen over the last 24 hours since we got into Tamale. So you get to hear him speak about that. But before that, yankasa mfa enoma amanfo tagina so and etwaba and see, in 2020, na said your mind no esitiano. Any baby are no mind did any no. Various survey amount for Edeba Bonting research and commodity amount for ne a man sign kodi yano. At the deeper face and I got for you to say, baby or mine didn't any no. In Kaye and Semfata. And people thought, say, na ye baby who change in the 2020 elections, because predominantly in the discussions in the lead up to the 2020 elections were matters concerning the economy, the fact that people were jobless, the fact that people were unemployed, the fact that living conditions in the country was deplorable. People were talking about the state of their roads, people were talking about the state of their pockets. So these were major issues. Na yeko 2020 elections no ne edi akoterepa, and you can say same of the 2016 elections. Going into the 2016 elections, it was about kania na enyina ne naso dumso, even though the administration then, which was the John Dramani Mahama administration, had made moves and were dealing with the dumso situation, but people were still hurt by the implications of dumso. One of the issues and then we had the political party, New Patriotic Party, or also to see mu na was saying call for adwene say or how no mu woman no any kwanya abina ye na adwene so be solve no a 9-day wonder nya no kre eto mo hye ba kase see about the one district, one factory, beba, $1 million to a constituency, one village, one dam, baby, a way, a Tefidu Mantemi, which is the northern side of Ghana. This was the kind of promise of Omoye. And in fact, in Tamale, and where your voice be on Motaibo, Ewo, Kesmi FM. When we came in, I heard them playing it. there's a voice of His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo wojina simpie so a washable, and he was very clear and instructive in that commentary he made. That look, the people of the north, by the time you be free of them, obi abenye adwuma, and you had people cheering him on. They were excited because these were people who were eager to see jobs. These were people who were eager to see their livelihood change. So they jumped onto the bandwagon, followed Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, voted for him in the 2016 elections, and this is where we are after 8 solid years. After 8 IMF catcher say, what does that tell you? And the people of Tamale are pretty much aware of this situation. But you see, Mienka Kayeho and Noma Bia, Omoki Kachi and Konfo, ne said the amount for AC reactive sabre in the lead up to the 2024 elections. Yes, I am free. Mami Jedini when I made Sami Honto. So this is a market woman who was crying out over the soaring food prices in Ghana. Who was crying out over the soaring food prices in Ghana. And the fact said they were a normal bonnie free costro, and need one more. And the Omoshishani said, I was saying, Webby, every baby back. As to wherever the help will come from, they don't know. All they are looking up to is the government. But the government is also not positioning itself in a way, a manner, a shame crime, a man for that there will soon be a change. Because day in and day out, scandals are day in and day out, almost say, day in and day out, yet to say, I buy me munipa, as it says, Sika, Abu Bonabo, and the year no matter. There is nothing that inspires hope. There is nothing that inspires confidence in the average Ghanaian, especially this trader. Yeba born in the video, Eddie. Nothing. So in the run-up to the 2024 elections, no, Sami Hunto would agree with me. All of you watching and listening to me would agree with me. Said the Ghanaian, the average Ghanaian today, appreciates and knows where our person didn't mind, and they know which issues would inform them as they go into the polls. So as for the rallies in India, Sami Beka or Sami Hunto Beka say rallies in India, moment yeah. Any part of Momo Koha, Momo Mungugu, buses, take them to various points, no more or campaign. But the reality is that Obakwa Shem, man, you go and blow trumpets, you go and beat the drums, you go and dance, you go and shout at these rallies. But in the end, the reality will hit you that you are jobless. The reality will hit you that food prices are up. The reality will hit you that and then ukra 20 Ghana cedis in Drubabia. The reality will hit you. Then they will 100 Ghana cedis in Drubabia. The reality will hit you that then they will 1,000 Ghana cedis. So they back on Makra and will fear say it is top money in Drubabia. That is the reality. So let's watch this trader. And Central for Nene Kasai. You're kind.
Because 50 baku 300 3,100 just 1 million a day. It's too much. It's too much. It's me pamucho. They are costing mun country because ya was jom. Nijane ejalaba wa hu na ke anaboda. Na ka na border ni jete 450 na ka me na border na me no ejeme nana ni kanya yu one nyeme nana ni kanya yu one ni je bisi 2,300 2,200 koto kukome one
trader no na kasa no and her views are quite clear. Mami first Sami Hunto. Sami, good morning to you and thank you for joining us on Kesme 107.9 Power FM and Afeso TV XYZ. Kaula.
Tamale Kaula. Say stand up. Right?
Stand up Tamale. And they are already up. It's morning. They are up already.
Happy set. For the first time in my life,
I'll be P more tamale.
I don't matter.
No.
This is the first time.
All the 5 northern regions. I've never been here.
Mr. You are not alone.
Making sure you're driving in a by. Many kumpa was a madam. I want to see everything.
You saw things.
And I saw things. Nah, Tamale is a beautiful place.
Answer me about Tamale. No, Casafoma, me, yes, yeah. What did you do? One any yapping. Is that a reality? And I said, oh, and Nikeke.
Nana, Kwame. About 2 months in Sanso. 2016. So, Korea, Mammy, made ready for. Na omusua no musuno enye saa esu ebi 2016 ne ma me no madwadefo esu a omusu se omo market no aban embassy emfa ma omo aban build omo market no emfa ma omo 2016 no eno ne esu anu musu. And how did the Mahama NDC government responded to this call? Omo shase ACC markets ultra modern markets. Some of the markets who call West Africa, like Kumasi Ketia market, like Otokraba market, like Aswase market, like Muro market, any Nyamia who do be brave, who call a Yohu Central Market, that was the call, and the government was responding to their call. And the market women, any traders, they are not even calling for the government to improve the state of
the market.
Market too.
Yeah.
Even how to survive as traders.
It's a problem.
It's a problem. Why? Because you were 2 Gmi a year inflation. And you 2 Gmi exchange rate. And the mameno se Biden or Tomo, se Garin or Tomo, once inflation was through. Now a year fuel prices was through. Now exchange rate was through. No, cost back from a bear effective. And then the market women, say, they are not even thinking about making profit. They are thinking about how to survive their capital, how to survive their business. And even that, they cannot. This one was in Accra, the same as Sunwa. And it cuts across everywhere you go. I just before Esuni. Obit me sorry, Cocotina, a jum. The whole day will be man into a day. Oko Cantamanto. Oko Abuso kind titu, baby, a ton spare pass. Sometimes, Kwame, and no one Tabuso Kaya. One job I say, what baby in the shop, but they are not selling. Because you don't see anybody standing there patronizing.
You see, funny enough, and right, you're back, you bedroom tabaleno, you bowra job and you bowra a year lorry station. The Awokan was a similar situation. It was as if where you goes down.
That is it.
And we had a driver who was saying, "Well, Bejina no paisa man for mra." Virtually, a Canadian said, "A man for Pubano." That is not what he is experiencing these days.
That is the state. Tina American Ghana for say about to win soon, so elections has consequences. We don't just vote because you want to vote. But let me make a year quick correction. Me.
Yeah.
Now you were saying say as a 2016 Ghana for believe and I said the situation was that the economy wasn't good and for that matter Ghanaians voted for Tinubu. Because the change that Ghana for voted year 2016 is not because the economy was mismanaged as was propagated by MPP. Never. Because Okachem said 2016 na economy was mismanaged. At the end of I can say track record at the best. You check the economic indices in 2016. Now they are compared the economic indices that we have today.
At that time, there was nothing to compare.
And according to American,
at that time there was nothing to compare to. But saying a reality, not the
reality.
So the reality then was that baby, you know.
You cannot, yes, it is wrong for anybody to believe say 2016 as a 2016 the economy was so bad. Economy and bad no. Na etia a year ne cow or debt.
Yes.
Principals, any interest in a no chia.
Yes.
I said that Yantisi will be a investment, say or the Nisika Koto government treasury bill, and as a bond, I are catching say With all this, that 2016 economy, no, it created economic buffers like stabilization fund, like sinking fund, like infrastructure development fund, like ESLA, nina economic buffers. And Sana NDC Mahama Ifra Bemuno. Now all these buffers nesikagum.
But you see, people were oblivious of this.
But today,
because, people were oblivious of this at that time because na omafa dum somu ama omunyumani bia say na at that time no inflation in baby and age no as at that time na enyo
nana
as at that time that ene mom na wo de toto sabre na obeka say sabre ne
Ghanaians voted for change because they were deceived in 2016. You cannot tell me say 15.4 inflation worse than 54% inflation Akufo-Addo dey kwa na 22.
But at that time we had just come out of a single digit inflation.
And now
so how did we get
and
there?
Now under Mahama, can you tell us number of business, international business investors omu leave the shores of Ghana because of this doomso energy crisis are cramping down more businesses. You can't get. But today take your phone and Google. You get over 15 international investors. Companies, businesses are leaving the shores of Ghana because of what Doomso. Yes, Doomso was not Mahama creation.
Absolutely.
Doomso was a visionary. I can say a
legacy problem.
A legacy problem. Doomso intensify first, and Akufo. And then Akufo the Akufo is the first in the first attempt. Was the so for. Edo muko akoso muko bompaye and ye every day no bompaye and then ka offer daily graphic in Ghanaian Times and ka bon say atro akoso mbodam ne level ni atro de ato na e kire Ghana for say munya nka ne o because akoso mbodam na kofom enti obi amompaye ne de asofo ni akobompaye we realize who say a common sense na we nya something spiritual no the next attempt was to bring in a toy generators. According to toy generator, according to Reku Brebe, according to toy generators to the buy or buy no one said no. When yet by that brewajuan, a friend wouldn't any chile Bui Dam, something or Sergeant for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah and MP4. Eddie said your mediocre achievement in the companion. Or Sergeant for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, visibility studies. What day contract Emma a Russian contractors a movie on site and no masha so musi we down and at the same MPP or more forefathers overthrow Kwame Nkrumah.
That's right. Overthrow Kwame Nkrumah. I say Amakwa Sabra na Osajo for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah and making those moves.
Yes,
there was fierce good resistance by
Kwame Nkrumah. Almost say we are a Nyaman na contractor and they are site or almost MPP for say we then Kufo he has to go back to the basis, go back to where Kwame Nkrumah left. And Odibui. Buino gradually get money. Yet the cocoa 150,000 metric tons. Yeah. And it goes see our China. And it did see this guy, it is Buidam. Buidam, no Kufosi say, when ye Professor Miss by and only vindictive, a visionary, or by and over twice to complete. Emma Buidam will ye. And they said the solar panel crash about become. Yet, now the energy capacity demand a Ghana for Yano still not enough. So when Mahama came, Ghana economy has Ghana population and the power generation has a demand and so. When they were telling Mahama to manage the situation, Mahama said, "No, I will not manage the energy crisis.
Rather, I'll fix
it." So then, under Professor Mills. Already you see a Dwaboase gas processing plant and Akufo to drop from Accra, Tema, all the way to Alatamamu for gas. But Professor Mills said, so we are and this is one caso abrewa. Tianian a $1 billion a year gas processing facility. When they were building, as I made MP before, comes over a horse, a truck, Omokaso, a near man ship, and Yaman fuels.
And one of the people who led that advocacy was also Bempa. And then he found
Juma. And in a poor, I know, minister, why resign.
That's right.
Almost a no crack.
And also Bempa.
More by the time of near see $1 billion gas facility. I ne almost 60% of your gas supply in Ghana no and not a supply. Oko a Dwaboase gas one now. A 2 phases, first phase and second phase. Most Mahama completed the first phase and a Wajuma. A Akufo-Addo Bayamba for 8 years in year. The second phase no more be any attempt, make any attempt to complete it. So Mahama put in place
structures.
Kofa and Mary, Kofa car power. You can go power purchasing agreement are buying under Mahama coin, several of them, and making sure that Ghana now your generation capacity any enough no. I feel they be excess energy capacity because Mahama and say Ghana any the hub of electricity.
And let's make this quite clear. Say excess capacity nomenclature no. MPP no buy ya or this kasa no betu dwa. Say ye benya enyinam kane ahode a ebusu aye hunu de emfanye.
Yes,
it's no more complaining.
Mahama government thought about excess capacity, not excess in the ways that we are wasting it. Yenim say Cote d'Ivoire here electricity. Yenim say Togo here electricity. Yenim say Nigeria here electricity. Yenim say Burkina Faso here electricity. Ye immediate neighboring countries now obia here electricity. Ti Mahama in such a way say ye be export electricity to our neighboring countries. And indeed 2017 Akufo-Addo nakasa bio na nuto say we are now exporting electricity.
And it's a 2017 a man for Krampon Kaya. Nancy and now you can any dundum rough no. I don't want person be my timetable no. President Akufo-Addo Babontin Beka say Kania ye de man for man.
So the visionary John Dramani Mahama.
Yes.
And make sure say yenya excess. Said ye be excess near town. And to say Ghana your population in the energy demand in a grow.
Yes.
Either we top up our generation or we cut off the supply at the moment. So at every given time, no, Ghana will be enough energy capacity. This is what Mahama did. When you ask them 7.5 years, capacity saying,
and they have nothing to say.
So,
but let me.
So was in the creation of John Dramani Mahama, and Ghanaian didn't vote against Mahama 2016 because the economy was managed. Ghanaian bought into the lies and deceit of Akufo-Addo and NPP government, and then they are seeing the reality. Tina Mekacho say elections consequences. Yeka say Baumianam MPP for them. They are still lying to Ghanaians.
So Mame found a year lies be and the reaction to some of the lies, you know. Bako Emre Yenhwe a year a man for our motonton cars. Our metie Baumia sad Sabreya wire campaign. Ometie the san in 70 bia walkie catch romo. Any more reaction to some of the issues he's been raising. Yeah, Romo.
Dr. Baumiaso be the president. Jeff, Dr. Baumiaso be the president here. Obama move money. Obama move phone. I saw Obama phone. Now what you are?
For 15 plus, or no matter, 15,000.
I saw Dr. Baumia can open some chest of one as I say. That's what you call MPP. I didn't know. Yes,
free ho. I didn't me kasa me MPP ni bi ma gi se Kennedy Japan na ba meto aba MPP on the kind of
e have go to ba ento ma
to man DC na DC was
ene na me be ka John Mahama nye no
John ye masere me bo ne fa cha wo nyame
what's the fa cha nyame
no Kufuado aye nti John ye pa
nye Kufa ne ba umia
oh na ba umia de se nwura ba umia de nwura
ba so ba be twa 11
o be twa eyi condom ga twa be se condom no ntwam ba je se ma mi
na baba no what me mu man no
nimshe o mo di Ghana sha ne so be bubu o man no
o se o peste o
ne boss no kura bubu no no
still ni bigua
e bigua o meta mo ye
ane ti mo ka na se mu ni pa bebe ba mu wanya obi aka se papa fa Dr. Bawumia mo tan na
Antano ne
ne dia so bu fra ba mu ko opposition on be bi mo on be bre papa na PPP po ba be fa MPP o mu ko opposition Bawumia ye dan so be ko
bra
se John Mahama so ye mistake no mu wia ne be kwa akoboro no ka kire John Mahama so ye mistake ye be kwa akoboro no
na se na ye MPP ni na afia de
na free ho me free o me se matuma ba ma MPP bi nko metitim nko metwa me san kora to atwene
that's right
ba wo ya wo gum adwuma me matuma ba ma
wo se santo pa o
na me pe ma me ntube chare bra na ma wo gum ye obi a wo gum adwuma na nadu o gum adwuma me metuma ba ma Bawumia no no ba
so ba twa 11
oni hwe ka do ayi Bawumia oni hwe ya magana
okay
o bibi ya o na nadu ne bu o ma no ye vice onya minister mpo vice
na enkoye
onim hwe
ane abusafo se matio ti go se wonim hwe Bawumia nim hwe mo bia nkoto aba ma no na da
bia nto aba ma no onya nipa 1 million vote message samidin
na wo be adwa no mra sa ade adwa na ana skedi mu na Dr. Bawumia so ba ho beto Dr. Bawumia so ba ho beto